think tourist season, folks, is finally well and truly upon us. I mean, this looks to me like a lot of tourists. I don't know about what you think, guys think, but it's actually a nice and sunny day as well, which compared to pretty much the past week is a pleasant surprise. Even yesterday evening, guys, it looked for a while, even when I first arrived, that beating retreat would be a washout. It was absolutely chucking it down. But remarkably, watching the soldiers under the tree trying to keep the instruments dry and so on, remarkably, 5 minutes or so before it began, it just sort of slowed quite dramatically, and then effectively just stopped. But not only that, the sunshine came out. It was extraordinary. If you look at the beginning of the Beating the Retreat video, I always call it Beating the Retreat, it's Beating Retreat. If you look at the beginning of the Beating Retreat video, it was quite gloomy. Not particularly inspiring at all, to be honest with you. But by the end, you can see that magnificent evening sunshine casting a quite glorious light across the rear of horseguards. Of course, it's a fashion shoot day. To give you an idea of how busy it is, actually, there's quite a bit of river traffic today. A tourist boat is completely full. What do we think, guys? Anybody going to wave at us or not? What do we think? Tourists, hello? Hello? Okay, they're not today, they're not in the mood, but that is what you can expect if you are arriving here shortly. It is all looking rather lovely, isn't it? There was a news item showing that the illegal street vendors here on the bridge and a few other folks had been swept away by the police a few days ago. I mean, they'll come back, they always do. However, at least for the moment, tourists and everybody else can enjoy these magnificent sights. That's the Uber boat, by the way. Pity it was bought by Uber. It used to be Thames Clippers. Prices also used to be 1/3 of what they are since Uber took over. So much for technology lowering costs. Yeah, the Thames Clipper boat used to be crazy cheap. So cheap you could just say, hey, I'm going to pop to Canary Wharf this evening and have dinner at Royal China on the river, whatever. Now, nah, it's not really worth it. Adult ticket, I seem to recall roughly, give or take, something like 15 or 17 pounds, which to my mind is completely ridiculous. You know, if there are 2 or 3 or 4 of you, you're talking about north of 50 quid just for the boat ticket. And bear in mind, the journey on the boat to Canary Wharf is not a long one. It takes roughly about 15 to 20 minutes. So personally, I think it should be £5. That's it. That's all it's worth. How's that for a blue sky, people? And we just picked up the bongs behind me. But yeah, I mean, the bridge is looking gloriously clean and clear. We're always this clean and clear. I knew it'd be a busy one, not just because of the sunshine when I came out, but whew, my goodness me. South Kent Tube Station was completely rammed. Zillion kids, loads and loads of US tourists. Yeah, that's when you realise that, hold on, it's here. Beating Retreat was really good yesterday, and I'm glad a lot of you liked the video, guys. Thanks for so many comments. I think that was actually the most comments that quick on a video ever. But this is going to be controversial. It's going to be very controversial. I thought last year's was better. I know. I had to say it. I did. But then again, it's only because they had that magical section where the household division slow marched to Robbie Williams' Angels. That was absolutely spot on. I mean, it was magnificent. I'll try and dig that out at some point. I'm not sure I've ever actually posted it on the YouTube channel before. But, I mean, I think you'll agree with me, guys. It was absolutely otherworldly. It was so amazing. But perfect last night. There wasn't a single hiccup. Pyrotechnics were great. And instead of a guitarist playing Queen on the roof, we had a pianist on the roof at Horseguards. One small bit of interesting info as well. change is afoot at horseguards, people. Yeah. Let's just say that the circus it's become recently, and the number of clowns that spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, every day there, that will not be lasting. I was assured of that yesterday, and you know, for a good number of weeks now, if not longer, I've been suggesting in these videos, and to everyone I know, that I think licensing, official accreditation, etc. is the way forward. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I do know, because I was told as much to my face last night, in a good way, I do know 100% that something is afoot. Right, we seem to have kind of ended up accidentally gate crashing the state opening of Parliament. Now, I don't know exactly what that means in terms of the situation with getting onto Whitehall. Worst way, I can cut through this train station, but it seems to be alright. In fact, I can't remember if it's state opening today or tomorrow. Maybe it's a rehearsal. Let me ask the police. I just suddenly noticed that there are dozens of police, and I'm thinking, hold on a second, why are they all here? Let's go and find out. It's definitely something to do with the state opening of Parliament. Either that or Rashid has mounted a counter-revolt. Keir Starmer's been booted out. Let me find a friendly officer. I mean, look, the street is pretty much closed. Look at this. Gosh. A zillion people. It's got to be state opening of Parliament. It's got to be. Let me find a friendly officer. They're all a bit too far from the barriers. I don't want to shout. Oh, here are some. Sorry, officers. Is it the state opening of Parliament or rehearsal? It's actually today. When does it start? Do you know what time everyone's expecting? What time are they expecting the crowd?
Well, it's already started some of it. I think about 11 for the king.
Lovely. Okay, thank you so much. Right, folks, we accidentally stumbled into a massive amount of tourists all queuing to get a view, even though they're really far away, of the king arriving for the state opening of Parliament. I completely forgot about this. What I would do for some eye. One second, let me try and get through here. Oh goodness me, every time I tend to stumble into these special events without even knowing that there are special events. Bad luck for me, but hey, good luck for all of you, I guess. And no, I'm not hanging around here waiting for His Majesty. I had a senior fellow sitting right next to me last night, pretty much. The Duke of Norfolk was His Grace. That was referred to in the beating retreat ceremony yesterday. Right. Golly. I mean, it's great to see this much interest. It looks to me, I can't quite see from here, it looks to me like naval personnel. Actually, no, they're RAF personnel over on the corner. Oh my god. Look at this, guys. Squisharoo. I mean, folks, I'm in the kind of moving part. This is the non-moving part. Look at it. What on earth? So times like this when you think it's so fortunate to be tall. It's about the Royal Marines, guys, right over there. Oh, just as somebody gets their whatever's in my back. One second. Oh, great. It's completely jammed here. I'm not sure how we're going to get across. Oh, we've got a massive anti-monarchy protest. Gosh, it's super squished here. What on earth?
Absolutely my point, actually.
Oh my god. Folks, it's completely jammed. Okay, here comes the royal party. Well, that was exciting, folks. Super, let's move on. Gosh, I mean, I couldn't have timed that any better, could I really? I have no idea who we saw or didn't see. The camera was super up in the air, miles from my mouth, so I couldn't sort of tell you what was going on. Getting to horseguards is not going to be fun this morning, people, I can tell you that. Completely and utterly packed. Oh my goodness me, how did we end up in this? Anyway, definitely RAF personnel. Let me give you a little glimpse. This is the anti-monarchy clown protest across the street. I mean, they're bound to say not my king. The only problem is, folks, if they have a British passport, he actually is, whether they like it or not. So, they don't quite realise that, but hey, it's like saying, you know, not my beef burger. Anyway, that's that bunch of idiots. Right, let's move on. I don't think we're going to see more idiots in one place all day, unless Karen turns up with her family. Flipperoo, there's a massive amount of people. Police really eyeballing me then. I thought they were going to stop me. Oh, hold on, who's this? I have no idea who it is. Great. How on earth did we suddenly end up in this massive squasheroo? I swear the state opening of Parliament went a different route last year, or maybe I'm just dreaming. I don't even know if horseguards is open. Okay. Deja vu, folks, from the weekend when I accidentally gatecrashed that military parade. So, oops. Let me see if I can find some midgets and go and stand behind them. That way we'll get a clear-ish view. Oh, I'm kind of thinking... Yeah, this will do for now. Here we go. That's a nice view, folks. Look, we've even got a nice green tree. Guessing it's a Major General at the front, folks. HCAV as well. Household Division. Lifeguard on the left, obviously. Blues and Royals. Looks like... Gosh, I can't see. Captain, Major, not sure, guys. What do we think? Who's this fine fellow? Gosh, quite magisterial, eh? In the centre of London on a Wednesday morning. Extraordinary. Look, schools have even bought their whole entire classes here just to watch. Can you imagine that? I didn't even know about that. Well, I mean, I did know, but it wasn't sort of, you know, firmly in the forefront of my mind. God knows how this impacts horseguards, but it definitely will. Until what time? No idea. Like I said, we knew it was going to be a crazy and unusual week this week. Just didn't quite realise it's going to be this crazy. In fact, the armed police and RAF personnel with their weapons and bayonets attached all the way along the route. I'm not sure if you picked it up cleanly yet or clearly, but they're all over the place. Beefy private security guys as well. Oh, hold on a second, folks. Ladies, would you like to see some British sailors? Here we are. Shiver me timbers. Naval personnel. RAF. Bayonets attached. That's just in case any very facetious, not my king type people decide to gate crash. Sadly, it's a little bit of a shady spot here. Not the best. If I can spot somewhere right at the railings, I might well stop, folks, and see if I can get you a nice little snippet of His Majesty holding up a London City Walks banner from the back of his car. I have no idea if we've missed him or not. Cenotaph is looking kind of beautiful. Look at this. The light, folks, creeping up on the side. Shadow from the tree. Extraordinary. I still have no clue, guys, whether or not the king has passed. If I see a photographer or someone I know, I'll ask. So I'm not sure what stage we're at in the proceedings here. whether everyone's waiting for him still, or he's actually in fact already passed. Wait, here's a friendly looking police officer. Officer, do you know if the king already passed, or is everybody waiting for him to go? So you think he's still on the way? No, well, everyone's seen.
The king hasn't. We've had the crowns themselves have gone past, and and then the head of the household division or whatever. And that was it. So I think it is next is the
king should be there. Yeah, if he hasn't come out, unless I missed him.
Okay, fingers crossed. Hopefully soon. Thanks for the heads up.
No worries.
Okay, folks, let's get close. I was thinking, guys, the light is not the best here. That's the only problem. It's a little teeny weeny bit overshadowed by the trees, foliage. However, the spot between here and horseguards, the chance I think of getting it any cleaner is limited. What do we think, folks? Always a tough one. Yeah, it's a little bit too shady for my liking. If we're in the sunshine, we're going to have much better chance of getting those sparkling colours, the royal regalia, etc. I'll risk it. I can always sort of zoom back if it gets even busier. I would have thought, in all honesty, based on previous experience, that the spot just up in front of me would be the cleanest, clearest place to get it. It's really going to depend actually on just how far back they're pushing everybody. I said, I mean, this film crew is set up here, so I think I'm going to take their lead. They've created an extra spot here. In fact, actually, His Majesty's going to go through horseguards, isn't he? Wow. I mean, I feel sorry for the people that got squashed in over the street there. They've got nowhere to go. Down the street's barred, and they're all squished in behind that tree. Outside broadcast chap, he's doing pretty good by himself. I'm going to risk going on a bit further. I mean, worst way, I have to zoom in. Gosh, I mean, I don't remember seeing this many military personnel here since, what, the coronation, pretty much. Oh, sorry. People not looking where they're going. Okay, we've got some bigwigs on horseback and similar outside of horseguards, so I'm guessing that everybody is still awaiting the king, who typically travels on his own time, which is one of the greatest benefits of being a monarch, one would surmise. Oh, it's still a tricky one. Do we go further? Can't decide, folks. I think we need to try and get around this little extra left cordon, ideally, and then worst way I'll stick the pole in the air. I mean, everyone seems convinced that we haven't yet seen the king. That very helpful and enthusiastic monarchist fellow back there who kindly gave us a heads up seemed pretty much adamant. I just realised actually if we go much further we're going to get the video's going to be screwed because of the music. Oh god, it's not my day, is it, at all? Anyway, so horseguards is definitely closed and we're definitely going back this way. I don't want to get the video tanked for the music. It ended up being a good amount of time for Beating Retreat to get published yesterday. Primarily, of course, because of the music. In fact, I wasn't even sure it would get published at all, to be honest with you all. Okay, so let's go back to the shady spot I found before, hoping it's still vacant. And we shall wait. And maybe, actually, for only the, I don't know, third or fourth, I can't even remember. We haven't had His Majesty in our videos when we're out and about very often, because we're not really close to the palace these days, but that would be a nice surprise, wouldn't it? In fact, I think I found possibly a perfect spot, guys, opposite the Women of World War II Memorial. Yeah, I think this will do. This will be our money spot, people. Here we are. We've got no police right in front of us, and no soldiers right in front of us either. Which is great. Anyway, the bigwigs are already lined up on horseback. we've got light here, and it's not super shady. So I think this is a good compromise. And there's no chance of anyone getting in front of us either, because the area in front is sterile and sealed off. So if I take us to 1.5 zoom, when we see a royal vehicle, I might go in a bit closer. But overall, looking pretty good. I'm tempted to climb on the wall, but I'm pretty sure the police will say get down. So let's not risk it, not for the moment. Unless we get some sort of giant coming and standing in this spot in front of me, we should be clean and clear. I don't actually know, though, annoying enough, what time the State Opening of Parliament itself takes place. So how long do we have? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour? What I'm thinking I'll do is pause the video, not stop it, just pause it, and then resume it when we see what we came here for, i.e. the King. Blues and Royals are still actually on duty as King's Lifeguard. Now, I'm guessing, of course, that means they haven't swapped over the lifeguards this morning, and that they probably will not be swapping over the lifeguards until either an afternoon change at 4, or, failing that, they might have moved it to tomorrow morning. My money would be on an afternoon changeover. So, folks, at 21 minutes, I think it is now, I'm going to pause it, but I will resume it, as you'll hear from my commentary shortly. Back soon, folks. Alright, folks, we're resuming because the Blues and Royals have just come through the gates of horseguards. Next up, of course, will be more. It sounded a moment ago as though one of the RAF personnel dropped their rifle. I didn't see it. Here we go. Hopefully we'll get this completely unobstructed. Let's focus on this spot here, folks, for the moment. Get the entire procession. Here we are. Police horses in their finest livery. Next up, Blues and Royals. Looking quite extraordinary, in all honesty. And I can already see the royal carriage. Right, Blues and Royals, folks. As I said, let's focus it here. Look at them sparkling in the sunshine, guys. Those cuirasses, absolutely extraordinary. Look at this. Wow. Lots of familiar faces, actually, even from this spot among the troopers. You'd probably hear lots of extremely happy and enthusiastic tourists near me speaking Italian, Spanish, French, etc. They're all super excited. Here comes the royal party. 1 second, had to get a screamer, didn't we? Here we are, folks. Let's zoom in. And there he is, the king, in fact, and obviously the queen. Wow, I mean, it's extraordinary that people from other countries are more excited about this than I am, but hey, I mean, there we are. Okay, some more carriages. Who have we got here? I'm not entirely sure, actually, who we've got there. Hopefully one of you will be able to let us know. Who's in this carriage? Gosh, no wonder everyone is super excited. You can hear from their voices, the Italians. Well, well, well. Some more bigwigs. And at the rear, following up at the rear, it's the lifeguards. Curious, actually. I would have assumed they would be at the front, but then again, maybe it's an annual rotation thing with the Blues and Royals. Here they come. Might have actually accidentally got one of our best videos ever, guys, this morning. Weird as that might sound. Also, blow my own trumpet. and yet more magnificent fleece greys. How's about that, folks? I mean, we arrived here late. We had no idea what was going to happen. We wonder why there were a zillion tourists. We found out it's because of the state opening of Parliament. And then by some absolute miracle, the seas parted. We got right into the front. I honestly can't believe that just happened. I'm still somewhat taken aback, folks. Especially after the luck we had last night. Okay, I'm on the base of the statue. That's it for, how do we say it? The money shot. I mean, I am pretty sure we got a raised royal hand, did we not? Saying, even said to Her Majesty, "Oh, over there, Camilla. There's John, to the left." I mean, I'm shocked and delighted in equal measure. Two more absolutely magnificent horses being ridden by these household division officers at the back here. Zoom in and have a good look at those. I mean, it's even more extraordinary, folks, than what we saw yesterday at Beating Retreat. And yesterday was pretty special. Look at those two beauties. Imagine being a tourist in London this morning and just, stumbling across an utterly extraordinary royal ceremony, parade, such as this. I mean, it's just wow, isn't it? It's my country, I see this all the time, and even I'm somewhat taken aback by it, but I get it. It's really, really unfortunate that we had the Italian banshee, but then again, she was with her brood, so I couldn't really tell her to try and, shh. I mean, I really wanted to. I was hoping to get, a quiet, serene moment when the king passed, but alas, you're always going to get screamers. And it's funny, normally I don't mind a screamer. If I think back to, when was it? Last Thursday night? I love a screamer, but that was just a bit too much, to be honest. Okay, down we go. Okay, so now all of this will be closed, not all day, but at least until probably 2, 3. In other words, much as it pains me to let you all know this, Horseguards is closed again, people. So this is what, day 3, day 4. However, I'm glad I went outside for 2 reasons. 1, it's a lovely day. 2, the atmosphere here is very jovial. People seem very happy. 3, we got to see some sailors, airmen, police, amazing horses, and plus the king made a guest appearance in our video. I mean, what more could we want? Let's be honest. I'm kind of feeling sorry actually for the airmen that pulled the other side. That's the north side of Whitehall. Because for them, on that side in the sunshine, that will be absolutely torturous, even though they're like hyper fit. Ones on this side are probably like, we're in the shade. Alright, who's this important fellow coming? Who's this? I think that's Major General Montgomery Smithers McGugan Braithwaite, marching toward Downing Street. He's going to depose Keir. Oh, hold on, what's this? Oh, they're moving. I think he just quit. He just resigned from the Navy. He's had enough. Where's he going? He's like, you know what? I signed up to be at sea, not on land. So yeah, he's had enough. He's out of here. Oh, Irish Guard, folks, just randomly marching past us back toward, I'm guessing, Horseguards and then probably Wellington Barracks beyond. Wow. Extraordinary, eh? I mean, the channel is called London City Walk, so I guess in some respects it worked out. However, guys, don't feel too bad for thirsty military personnel. Why? Because they're smart. Look, hidden supplies. Look at this. And you know what? They flipping deserve it. It's actually a good thing that it's not typically hot. For example, this time last year we were around 30 degrees, and this weekend, folks, in London we are predicted to hit that same amazing 30 degrees. So we've gotten off lightly with this. Normally I would have expected mid to high 20s, perhaps even low 30s for an event like this at this time of the year. So super hot as it is, could be a lot worse. That's an interesting shot, folks. Look at this. RAF Airman. Rifle. Bayonets. In fact, that's such a good shot. I'm going to take a still image of that for the Insta, because that's a really great perspective. Looking over his shoulder toward Downing Street. Wow. Loving that. Okay, done. Pop of that picture shortly. Lots of mounted police without horses. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're police equestrians, are they not, folks? Over here. Where are the horses, though? Maybe they park them in Downing Street in the back garden, have a little bit of grass. Golly. What a thoroughly extraordinary morning. Okay, I made my way towards Parliament Square. I mean, I have no idea what we might or might not see there, but that's my way back anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether there's anything to see. Airmen marching again. I'm guessing that they're marching individually, one by one, back toward probably Wellington for refreshments and so on before they go back to whichever airbase they've come from, whichever airfield rather they've come from. And remarkably, folks, now tourists think that the show is over and they've started to move, we get an absolutely spectacular shot of the cenotaph in all its glory, completely unobscured by annoying tourists, of which there are many. I mean, look, it's really busy, guys, I'm not joking. But again, the sea parted at the right moment, and boom, we get to the front. Isn't that extraordinary? Officer eyeballing me, he's like, son, if that pole gets any closer, I'm going to ram it where the sun doesn't shine. Beautiful, eh? I mean, really. The king was probably starting to think to himself, hold on a second, every time I go outside the palace, it rains. And to be honest, he would not be mistaken in that thought. Oh, he's back. I think what happens is his commanding officer refused to accept his resignation. In their ceremonials, I'm not going to lie, folks, I do think honestly that our RAF personnel look extraordinarily prim and proper. I mean, really, it's my favourite uniform. I always fancied myself as a squadron leader John or flight. What's the other one? I can't remember the ranks of the RAF. But yeah, squadron leader. What do we think, guys? Am I too old to sign up? I'll work my way up the ranks from airman to squadron leader. Think of the lives I could give you and videos with the camera attached to my cockpit, everybody, as I zoom across London.
Queen's birthday, she's desperate to get back and have a gin and tonic for her.
It's actually really good to see that security is pretty much as high as it's going to get, to be honest. Parliamentary Diplomatic Protection Squad out in force. I mean, even if somebody jumped the barriers, the RAF are going to stop them if the police don't get to them. So either way, this is probably one of the most secure events. Oh, hold on a second, we've got some bigwigs coming back again. Just some at the front. Hold on. It looks as though they're coming this way. 1 second. It will not be His Majesty yet. It looks like some of the first senior officer outriders are making their way back. I can't understand people that are so brain dead as to use flash photography on a sunny day. It's just like, hello. Especially near horses. So I don't know who these people are, guys. It looks to me like the two senior officers, one from each of the regiments of HCAV. Try and keep that focus. It's super hard to keep this focus when we're that zoomed in. Let me go back out. They're coming towards us anyway. So I'll stay here until they pass. Oh, it's London City Special Events. I need to rename the channel. Oh, hold on. Who's this? America, Israel will force 6 million Palestinians to Sinai Desert, Egypt forever. Oh, there it is.
work with the press or a television company?
Independent YouTube channel.
YouTube, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
A
I'm
big
on
YouTube channel.
Yeah. I'm all the way on because when I go to, that's right, Speaker's Corner, there's videos of me
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, boss man, I'm here to film these guys.
So actually,
1 second, folks.
is the
Here they come.
ceremony over or is it just beginning?
No, it's ongoing. Salute at the cenotaph. That bay, wow, magnificent. There's a senior lifeguard and the senior Blues and Royals. In fact, we know this captain. Yes, we do. A lot of you remember the captain that has an exceedingly loud voice at the 4 o'clock inspection. Captain L, we'll call him. A lot of you will know who I'm referring to. I will not obviously name him. But yeah, that was Captain L. One of the most popular officers in the Blues and Royals. Golly. I mean, wow. Okay, let's move our way back into the massive crowd. I didn't want to be rude to the pro-Palestinian fellow, but I'm not here to cover that. It just happened to wander into the frame, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I mean, I guess it depends on which side debate you're on. It's good that they've kept the not our monarch peasants far away on the far corner. I mean, they couldn't have really given them a better spot, to be honest. Firmly out of the way. And notice they've sandwiched them on that really sunny, bright corner, which I regard as being a huge plus because it means that they're rather thin-skinned post-lobotomy heads will get fried in the sun. I mean, to be honest, I'm trying to think of the last time. It wasn't the coronation. What other major event have we had recently? There was another major event when we had lots of military personnel, but not quite this many. I mean, we've got Airmen, Royal Marine Band is up in Parliament Square. I just saw them. Naval officers here. Random tourists just walking in and destroying the video. Oh wait, actually that guy was in American Pie, I think. He was the dad. Yeah, Eugene, I think his name is. Eugene from Michigan. Guys, should I be worried? This guy's following me with a rifle. I think he doesn't want to be filmed. Some tourists are very smart though when it comes to making sure they get a good view. Look at this family. I have no idea how they got up there, but hey, fair play. Except they didn't slip backwards into the basement area. Imagine getting impaled on railings on Whitehall during the state opening of Parliament. Down with the crown. I bet that slogan took them hours, perhaps even weeks to think up. They're very creative, actually, aren't they? I'm tempted to go over and infiltrate that group, but I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think it's not possible to cross over. We're sandwiched on the south side, folks, and to be honest, it's a good thing that we are, because on the other side, with the sunshine, it would be problematic. Okay, so this is how pro photographers work. You probably always wondered, folks. This is the less than glamorous side of the job. Get your pictures done, quickly log in, so they press port or whatever else, upload the images ASAP, and hope that news desk editors choose your picture as, you know, the headline leading image. That's how you make tons of money. The chap, I think it was an Associated Press photographer, who got that extraordinary image of the blood running down Trump's face from his ear. He will make many, many millions of dollars from that one image. That's basically his retirement plan. Look, there they are. Look, loads of photographers trying to get that first image. I don't envy them. It's exceptionally hard work being a traditional photographer. So many amateurs they're competing with these days, and often the amateur, someone like me, just by sheer good luck and not by any sort of professional skill or qualification, ends up being in the right place at the right time. Anyway, folks, I'm not going to try and squish back around the corner because it's absolutely solid. Look at it. Completely stupidly packed. So I'm going to be smart and I'm going to go down into the subway and get myself out of here right now before it finishes and there are a zillion more people. But I hope you enjoyed that, what should we call it? Sojourn. through central London on a very busy ceremonial day. Anyone know the rank of this fellow? He's got a sword. Airman with a sword. I'm not sure if he's complimenting the airman or complaining about his uniform presentation. He's off. And so am I, folks. That is almost the end. I'll take you as far as the station. You can see this chaos. And why not? Something went off here. I don't know what they did. There are just too many people. I mean, look at this around the corner. Even the police have formed a little line so that people don't get pushed down the steps. Oh my god. Madness. Oh, wait, it doesn't look that much better down here, guys. Maybe I've gone from the frying pan into the fire. Let's see. Anyone with the anxiety or claustrophobia, look away now, everyone. Oh my god. What the hell? Look at this. That's the subway. What the flip? Okay, we made the right call to get out of there fast. Mad. Absolutely ridiculous. People look at me as though they're in some kind of Google Maps car. So at times like this when I'm super glad to know the shortcuts to get past those crowds. Madness. Completely ridiculous. Some people over on Parliament Square, they'll be waiting there more than half an hour even to get into the station entrance at the other end of the subway. Here comes a new flood to add to the existing masses that are already there. I haven't seen this many police out and about since the coronation, have we? Some guys are trying to film anyone's bum and walking up the steps. Oh, damn, I've never been more grateful to get out of the throng of it. Very sticky day, actually. Okay, so regrettably, no horse guards, folks, or not the horse guards that you were hoping for. However, the good news is that was the final major state event of the year. Now that Parliament is open, the new legislative calendar will begin starting tomorrow, actually. Got another beating retreat tonight, and there's another one on Thursday. Those of you that are going to either of those two events, hey, I might just see you there. For now, guys, I'm out of here. But along with this massive amount of tourists who are also out of here, they also quit. Look, they're gone. Like, I don't like London. It's too hot, too many people, and too sweaty and smelly. And it is actually, it's very smelly, folks. Really, really stinky. Anyway, I'll be back shortly, guys. Back at our favourite spot with the horses and the troopers. But for now, I'm out of here. Bye, folks.